want to know what wine to drink with your salmon? Well, I'm going to give you the full scoop, and at the end I'm going to give you my wine pairing guide that will be your ultimate guide to wine pairings. If you want to live well and drink good wine, then subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications so that you'll get a fresh tip every Thursday. I'm Dini, and I've hosted wine tastings for British royalty and hosted a party with Julia Child. And today I'm going to use my expertise to help you drink a delicious wine with your salmon. The first thing you need to consider when choosing your wine is intensity. Salmon is a rich, oily fish, so if I choose a wine that is somewhat watery, then you're hardly going to taste the wine. So if you want to taste the wine, then choose grape varieties that pack a big punch. Something like a Pinot Noir, a Sauvignon Blanc, or a Gruner Veltliner is really going to stand up and complement your fish. The second thing I consider when choosing a wine for salmon is the flavor. I think about what are the flavors of salmon and any ingredients that are going to go in my dish. A classic flavor pairing for salmon preparation is lemon. So I like to think about a wine that might have some of those same lemony tones to it because I know lemon is a good complement for my fish. These are wines like a Riesling or a Sauvignon Blanc. Now, before you begin to think that this is complex, we all make these kinds of decisions when we choose whether we want ketchup or mustard on our hot dogs. I personally like hot sauce on my veggie dogs, but I would love to know from you guys. Comment below, what do you put on your hot dog? So even though we can choose what flavor we want on our hot dog, for some reason when it comes to wine, we freak out. So to help you not freak out about these kinds of decisions, you're gonna love my wine pairing chart that you can get that I'm gonna give you at the end. The third step in choosing your wines is the most important step, which is what kind of wine do you like to drink? Within your type of wine that you like, whether it's red wine or white wine or rosé, you can always find something that is going to go well with your dish. In this case, for salmon, if you really love red wines, my advice to you would be to go with a wine without too much tannin to it. When I say tannin, I'm talking about that kind of drying effect that you get in your mouth. You know, the same after you have a cup of black tea. Those are tannins. So choose a red wine without too much tannin to it because that tannin doesn't tend to go really well with fish in general. So wines with low tannins would be things like a Pinot Noir, a Beaujolais, or a Valpolicella. Are you more of a sweet wine lover? Well then a Riesling or a French Pinot Gris would be a great pairing for the salmon. And don't forget about rosé. Whether it's French, Italian, Spanish, California rosé, rosé is one of the best wine pairings for salmon. So this gives you a few options. If you want to narrow all of those down and just go with one wine type, I would go with a Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir in general is my wine ace up my sleeve because it goes with just about anything. If you want to choose one of these wines and ace the art of pairing wine and food, especially salmon, then click on the link below and I'll send you my free wine pairing chart. It is going to make all of your wine pairings so much fun and really easy. If you learned something from this video, then give it a like and share it with all of your wine-loving friends. And remember, subscribe to my channel. And I would love to know from you, what kind of food and wine pairing video would you like me to do next? Cheers!